Hello Raider Nation, this is Duntov. Today I'm at the Raiders Allegiant Stadium. So I'm going to walk around today and I'm going to show they're setting up for the tailgating that they're going to start providing for tomorrow's game. So if you didn't know about it, they sent out an email, I think it was just to the season ticket holders, and they were sold out by the next day. So they're setting up the stage and the big screen right now, so we're gonna go show some of that. Then I also want to give a shout out to 702 Nation. He gave me some swag. I got to meet him on Monday during the Monday night game, so you can support his channel. He has a Facebook channel. You can find it at 702nation.com. So go ahead and start following his page. He just puts a lot of Raiders related stuff on there. Alright, so we're going to go walk around and see what they're doing with this tailgating. Okay, I'm right on the corner. This is to get into Lot A. So this is on L. Davis Way and Allegiant Stadium Way. You can see this north entry lot. They're starting to put up the fence around it. Then we're going to swing over to Lot C, and they're doing the same thing. This is where the tailgating is going to be. So if we look towards the Luxor, you can see the giant stage going up. And then they do have a video screen right now. It's behind these trees. I'm assuming that they'll lift it up higher though. And if we look in the parking lot, each spot has like their own fenced off area. So it looks like they're all gonna they gotta all stay inside their own little quarantine area. And then heading towards Hacienda here, they're putting fencing up still, right where those people are walking. But then you can see they got restrooms and stuff in there for the people tailgating. Okay, I'm now on Hacienda. So I'm not all the way up at the top of the bridge, but I just wanted to show Lot C. This is where we're gonna have the tailgating. So you can see how they got all the fencing area. So I'm assuming, let's pan over where these cars are parked. So everyone will have their one parking spot, and then they will have fenced area. So I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be the area behind the car. It kind of looks like it will be. So you'll have your little area then to tailgate. So I'm going to swing over here. This would be on the east end of Lot C. They're putting up the stage, and then they have the big TV. So it looks like the TV will be lifted. You can see how it has, I think it lifted all the way up high there. So that's the east end. If we check over here, they got a Raiders box van. Getting it set up. They got security around this lot right now, so nobody could go in. This is normally where most people would park when you're going to the Raider Image store, which is open every day, at least from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. But when I was here last week, they were open till past 9 p.m. on the weekend. I guess it just depends how busy it is out here. Okay, so this tailgating, I mean, it was expensive. It was $400 for one car and up to 5 people. And then they had the VIP for $500. It was the same, one car for up to 5 people. But that was supposed to be front row spot. So if you are in this back area here. They do have another video screen here. It's this truck. So at the angle you can't see, but you can see how big the screen is. It does go all the way up where it's sticking up there. So it is another big screen. And then with your tailgating price, you do get their food package. And they give you some swag. So, I mean, it is a little pricey. I wanted to do it. I'm gonna do it with some friends of mine, but the next morning after we got the email, when we inquired about getting it, it was already sold out. So, just wanted to get the experience at least one time to see what they were gonna do. Alright, we're gonna walk our way around. They do have, I put a couple posts on Instagram and then one on my community page on YouTube that they did finish. They filled in those gaps. So we're gonna head over there and check that out. Okay, here's Lot C again. I'm on L. Davis Way and Allegiant Stadium again. So here's a view you can see of the other truck that's on the west end of Lot C. You can see how it has the screen above, and that is a screen where it shows the Raiders shield also, but maybe because of the cars they won't have that part on. And then you can see the fencing they're starting to put around this north entry. I gotta go find the guys hanging these fence covering. I gotta see if there's any way one could fall off the truck. Hang this in my garage. And then they're also putting the fencing down there right at Dean Martin and L. Davis. So right now, so it is, let's see, 10:30. So the Raider image is not open yet, so you can see people are starting to line up out front here to get in. Okay, here's the Yesco sign. You can see a lot of the sponsors. Okay, on the east side now. This is along Dean Martin. So we're on Dean Martin, but I've said it before. So here's the address of the stadium. It is 333 L. Davis Way. So it's showing the address on the other side of the street. Alright, so here we are. If anyone orders the game day to go food, this is where you would pick it up. You can see all the signage here. So this is right by the Caesars VIP entrance. So you pull in by the Yesco sign and drive up here, and then you would just pick up your food. And you can see the billboards are all going. You can see 3 of them here. So that right there, that is our Nevada state flag. Remember when we were here on Monday night, they were showing all the different Raiders players, flashing all of them on the screens. So I haven't seen any of that pop up. And you can see the thank you to the firefighters, especially for all the ones fighting all these fires on the West Coast in California, Oregon, and Washington State. Hopefully they could get those under control. Not getting too much rain out this side of the country, so it's been pretty bad. Okay, so here we go. We got the media mesh screen, and there are no more gaps. Remember, they had the gap on both sides of the main part of the screen. Went up until right where it started to come down. So you can see the gaps are filled in. Now I know you can see a little bit of spaces between some of the mesh layers, but when the screen's on, you don't see that. It like fills itself in. So the only thing I'm assuming they're gonna fix, you can see how where the diagonal's coming down, the step appearance. I would think that'll be filled in also, either with medium mesh or with some kind of border. And my son and I were talking about the ends here. You can see how they got the framing of it coming all the way out farther than the screen does. So I'm not sure how or what they're gonna put over here. But those are mounting points here, so it might be going at least out to that part. Alright, I'm gonna walk up so we can look straight on. Then I'll work my way. We're gonna walk around the whole place. We'll go see if they have the filled out. It should be out in the filtrate area since they're not playing here this weekend. We'll go check all that out. Okay, here's looking straight on to the screen. So it's looking good now. If we look on this right side, you can see where the newer panels they put in are a little bit cleaner. You can see like the stripe going up. So somehow they spaced out all those other pieces, because remember, it was shaped more like it was skinny on the bottom and wider at the top, more like a triangle shape. But all these new pieces are just, you can see they're not like triangle shaped. So I guess they just could move them along on the track that they're mounted on and space them out a little more. But that gives you a good, you can see how dirty like the dust gets on those pieces of mesh compared to the new ones. And they had the same thing on that giant Yesco sign down here. Before they start using it, they were washing it down the one day I was out here. So I'm assuming they'll do the same thing here. Not sure when they're gonna start turning this screen on. I did see on some of the Raiders cam that they were testing it again after they put these new pieces in with the different colors and test patterns. So just wondering if it'll be on at least by next weekend's home game. I'll just keep an eye on it and see. Alright, as I was just walking, I noticed underneath these parts of the stadium here, you can see they got a few pallets. I wouldn't be surprised if that is some more of the Prism View media mesh, because we got like 4 of them over there, and actually it looks like they have some leaning up. I know this fencing is in the way, but I think that's mesh leaning right there against the wall. So those could be the pieces to finish up this, to finish these edges. You can see there's some people in there now doing something with these lifts. Looks like they're just lowering them down. I thought maybe they'd come and start working on the screen while we're here, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, I'm now on the J lot. I had some video from the southeast entry side where you can see the field. So over here now, they put all the fencing up. They don't want people walking up to go look at the field tray area on this side, so not going, but you can see the reflection of the grass right there in the on the stadium. All right, we're gonna walk down the west side to see what's going on that way. Alright, this is the southwest entry area. So I was just showing some of the field tray. And then the last shot I just showed, you can see the removable bleachers, the stadium seats. They have to move those in and out for them to slide the fields in and out. So there were a few people down there doing some kind of maintenance on them. So that was down in this area down this way. Okay, we're on the west side here. This is the entrance to go into Lot A. So I just wanted to show I'm on Polaris. I'm gonna swing around behind me. This used to be a, like for this masonry contractor, and now they tore everything out and you can see it's a giant parking lot. So this is, they did have a lot of people parking here during that Monday night game. I think for now it was just employees. And then the Raiders do rent this building over here now also. I've shown it in a couple of videos, and one time it was getting dark and you can see the bottom floor they had like a big mural of the stadium in there, and then the top floor, one of the offices had a L. Davis Way street sign hanging in there. So Raiders are leasing that place too. I don't know if this is part of the same property or not. So slow but sure they're gonna, I'll bet everything around here will get bought out by someone and turned into restaurants and bars and probably even small hotels. All right, so I just walked all the way around. I'm back on the north side in Lot A. So we got the tailgating tomorrow, paid tailgating tomorrow. I'm not sure where I'm gonna watch the game yet. Probably just be at home since it's an away game. So everyone enjoy the game. Let's get win number 3. So thanks for watching. I'll talk with you guys next time, Raider Nation.